science and technology benefits those who strive to understand and adapt them suitably for their needs. For this, one need not be a scientist or an engineer. In fact, there are many ordinary people who have succeeded in making technology work for them. Joy is one of them. Here is the story of Joy and his generator.
The lofty hill ranges, which are endowed with nature's bounties, are home to many. On one such remote terrain, in the Kulamala ranges of the Western Ghats, lives Joy, a rubber cultivator. As drawing an electric line up the hills was an expensive proposition, Joy's family had to manage life without electricity, a basic domestic need. One day, about 9 years ago, the rhythmic sound of a stream that cascaded down the rocky slopes close to his plantation made him contemplate and work out a plan to produce hydroelectricity right in his yard, using the available running water. His plan, which aroused the curiosity of his family, involved storing of the stream water in a reservoir and then bringing it down with sufficient force to drive the Pelton wheel of a small generator to produce electricity. Since generators to suit his purpose were not readily available, he experimented with a variety of dynamos and motors. Finally, he got a generator assembled using a second-hand magneto, that is, an alternator used in the ignition system of motor vehicles. To drive the generator, he devised a Pelton wheel and got it fabricated locally. With a generator and a Pelton wheel in his possession, Joy was close to actualizing his plan to produce hydroelectricity. From the stream, located about 250 meters up the hill, a pipeline was drawn which opened midway at the mouth of a barrel. From there, a 2-inch pipe was laid, ending in a nozzle at the generator site. With the electric fixtures in place, Joy set out to install the generator, which had aroused wide interest in the neighborhood. Joy's explanation as to how a jet of water will drive the Pelton wheel and how electricity is produced in the generator could only whet everyone's curiosity. Could the generator really produce electricity? They wondered. To conserve the alternating current, Joy converted it into direct current, which charged a 12-volt lead-acid battery. An inverter helped obtain alternating current to power 2 fluorescent lamps and a television set. How is electricity produced in Joy's generator? The generators used for producing electricity operate on the principle of electromagnetic induction, demonstrated by Michael Faraday, a British scientist, in 1831. He showed that magnets have a magnetic flux or lines of forces around them. When the flux is made to change by the movement of the magnet within a conductor, such as a coil of copper wire, an electromotive force or voltage is induced into the coil, causing a current to flow. It is this current that causes the galvanometer's needle to deflect on either side of the zero. The current so produced is alternating in nature. Joy's generator works on this very same principle. It has 3 pairs of magnetic poles. 6 coils of copper wire connected serially constitute the armature, which is mounted on a circular frame. When the rotor gets driven by a jet of water propelling the Pelton wheel, the changing magnetic flux produces a steady flow of alternating current based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. This simple technology, adapted by Joy 9 years ago, is now being used by several farmers in the remote hill ranges to produce electricity for their use. And that is not all. Attracted by its cost efficiency, the Kodarenye Panchayat, close to Calicut, has launched a subsidy scheme, which has helped 20 farmers install microelectric generators in their backyards. The cost is not high, as Roy, one of the beneficiaries, testifies. The total cost on pipes, the generator, and electrical fixtures, including a 12-volt lead-acid battery, comes to only about 6,000 rupees. Joy's micro-hydroelectric generator has indeed served to meet one of the basic needs, thereby promising to enhance the quality of life of people hitherto bereft of that vital modern-day necessity, electricity.
Well, that was the story of Joy's enterprise. If you do not have electricity, and if you live close to a perennial source of water upon the hills, you too can set up a microelectric generator as Joy has done and reap the benefits of electricity.